months ago, I ran across a story done by 60 Minutes that talked about the culture of our generation. In World War II, we had the greatest generation, and then came the baby boomers, and then Generation X. But I always wondered what historians would label our generation. According to this story, we're known as the Millennials, the generation born between 1980 and 1995. Now, I don't know if I'm in love with the phrase myself, but it's somewhat accurate. Anyway, this story examined our generation and how we are a group of people who won't settle or take no for an answer. It said we were the hardest working generation with all the tools to be successful at our disposal. However, with all of us coming into the workforce now, our employers have to change the way they handle their employees, mainly because we're incapable of handling any kind of negativity regarding our work. Why? Well, because growing up, we were never really exposed to any kind of disappointment. We were told that we were all special, given A's for effort, protected from injury with plastic, and kept from knowing the score to our Pee-wee soccer games so that we didn't cry about how we lost. Now, about 15 to 20 years later, we're out in the real world and we're finding out that we're not all that special. We get fired for doing a crappy job, we get hurt even when we're careful, and we have failure shoved in our face. So, does the world need to change so that we can live more comfortably? Or should we toughen up and be prepared to get up after the world kicks us in the ass? Now, if you chose the former, then according to Darwin, you shouldn't breed. Now, I'm human. I don't take criticism lightly, and I hate unsolicited advice even more. It's called being stubborn and needing to do things the hard way. That comes with having a Y chromosome. Now, being a freshman in life, I know that I still have a lot to learn. And I have seen what this millennial story is talking about. Nickelodeon's being dumbed down because the material before was too suggestive. What about Mr. Wizard? Teachers are no longer allowed to grade anything with red ink because it's not student-friendly. What about smiley faces? And on MTV's Sweet 16, a girl threw a tantrum because she didn't get the color car she wanted for her birthday. What about... well, no, she's just a bitch, and I really hate reality TV. And as I continue my journey into the real world, I see this coddling of our American youth spread like a virus. God forbid that they experience any kind of disappointment at the risk of becoming emotionally damaged. Now, even though I think that everyone should at least get one chance, I'm still a firm believer in social Darwinism. Like the late great comedian George Carlin said, the kid who swallows too many marbles shouldn't grow up to have kids of his own. Now, if we continue this, what I like to call pussification of American culture, then that's exactly what will happen. Now, I'm not talking about the people who are physically or mentally incapable of doing some things on their own. We should give them all the help that they need. I'm talking about the people who lack good common sense, won't get off their lazy ass and apply themselves, and get over themselves enough to realize that they're not God's gift to the world. I'm talking about American idiots. Yay! So, to those of you who see this video, please do me a favor. If you have kids and they're doing okay, let them know. But if they're not, it's time to change your game plan. Actually be a parent and show some balance. Help them if they need it, but don't praise them if they screw up. Let them know that they can be whatever they want to be, but that they have to work at it. Tell them that if they don't get what they want, either try harder for it or just let it go. And if they can't get what they want, then just accept it and move on. Most importantly though, tell them that whatever they do in their life, it should be what makes them happy, and that you'll back them up 100% in whatever they choose to do. Side effects of Johnny C include compulsive laughter, critical thinking, and inner reflection. Johnny C is not suitable for douchebags, uber conservatives, or people with cranial rectal inversions. If you are stupid or feel you may become stupid, stop taking Johnny C immediately and do us all a favor by getting your tubes tied. Ask anyone with common sense to see if Johnny C is right for you.